Focus ST. If you're looking for a car that you can drive every day, but still feel like you have a weekend car in the garage, then look no further. This version of the ST was introduced in Australia in 2018 and is based on the former RS 2.3 litre turbocharged engine. It produces 206 kilowatts versus its RS predecessor of 261 kilowatts. So it's a detuned version, but still has more than enough power for any situation. In fact, driving it as a daily, I learned very quickly that you need to use the speed limiter or the adaptive cruise control all the time. Otherwise, you can very easily slip past the speed limit without realizing it. I was fortunate enough to drive an RS before driving the ST, and I have to say that the RS is more powerful and tuned more for the track than the road. It means that driving it every day became tiring fast. Its suspension is a little bit too hard for a daily, and the extra power means that you have to be even more careful. After driving the RS, I drove a manual ST before I finally settled on the Auto as my preferred version of the car. The Auto is far more practical for everyday use and takes away a lot of the stress that is associated with being responsible for all the gear changes. Although I must say that I really enjoyed the rev matching capabilities of the ST manual, something that the RS didn't have and the Auto of course doesn't need. However, this feature was only available in sport mode, which again wasn't something I favoured on my daily commutes to and from work. After settling on the ST Auto with sunroof, yes, I know it adds weight, and the purists among you will tell me that I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm not reviewing this car as a track car. I'm talking about it from a daily commuter's point of view. I had the privilege of driving this car for almost 6 months before retiring it from our demo fleet. And I must say that it really became a very easy, comfortable and enjoyable daily. The sports seats are much more comfortable than the ones in the RS and offer substantial side support. They are also well thought out in that the Recaro design means that the side bolsters are well reinforced, so you don't have to worry that they will wear down and lose their form over time. In fact, I got so used to these seats over time that when I finally got out of the car and into the new Ford Escape Vignale, I felt that I was going to slip off my driver's perch. I give them full marks for comfort while still being able to give you support, even if you get a little bit frisky around a corner. The latest version of the car no longer has heated seats, but it was something that I never used, even though I drove the car through winter. And that's because I found that even at their lowest setting, they were too hot for my liking. The Michelin Pilot Sport 4s are a very good tyre that offer exceptional grip and complement the car well, especially as it's only offered in a front-wheel drive version and not all-wheel drive like the RS. For me, a hot hatch has always been front-wheel drive, and the ST has been bolstered by the addition of an electric limited slip differential, or ELSD, which optimizes front-end traction and alleviates understeer. And because it's an electric system, it's proactive rather than reactive, meaning that it engages once it estimates that you will lose traction, rather than waiting for the loss to occur and then reacting like a mechanical system would. Make no mistake though, if you push too hard, you can trick it out. So always be careful when pulling off or accelerating in this car. 206 kilowatts is a lot of power by any standard for a daily runaround. The Focus ST is an unassuming and I would say understated car. At a glance, you would not think that it's capable of half the things it can do. And I really like that about this car. If you're looking for something loud and boisterous, this might not be your cup of tea. But if you, like me, don't always want to stand out, but want to know that your little daily can respond quickly and effectively to whatever you ask of it, then this will be right up your alley. As a family car over the weekend, I found the Focus ST was well received by the other members of my household. It was comfortable for driving around the city, while still being an absolute joy on longer trips through the country. Most of you might be thinking that hot hatches aren't family friendly, but the truth is that before the SUV came along, the hatchback was hailed as the answer to all the versatility needs of a small family. With its practical boot and 5 doors, hatchback cars were the go-to setup for a very long time, and still retain a lot of their functionality and appeal to this day. So some of the tech stuff that you need to know: Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wireless charging, adaptive LED headlights, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, as well as evasive steering assist and lane centering assist, blind spot information system with rear cross traffic alert, speed sign recognition with intelligent speed assist, pre-collision assist, lane keeping aid with lane departure warning. What you need to know about the limited edition ST3 that's due to hit Australian shores in the latter part of 2021 or early 2022. They're a limited run of just 200 cars. They're available in automatic only. They are fitted with advanced front lighting system, which not only peers around corners, but can adapt the beam and shape to the road ahead, providing maximum illumination whilst offering safety and comfort for both drivers and other road users. I must say that I've personally experienced this lighting system in the new Escape Unley at night on bendy mountain roads, and it absolutely redefines the benchmark of what headlights should be doing for you. Both front seats are electrically controlled and heated, and for the first time in a Focus in Australia, heads-up display. The dual panel powered panoramic sunroof is standard. All Focus STs and ST3s are moving to the Pirelli P0 tyres. I can only guess that they're at least as good as the current Michelins. So there you have it, my quick summary on the Focus ST after having driven it as a daily for 6 months. I hope that you enjoyed this practical look at this very versatile car. If you want to have a closer look or a test drive, please pop into Stillwell Ford and we'll be happy to show you around.